Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Cowboys under the lights on Sunday night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll close out the weekend with what should be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear fitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty obvious why you go pass on that first down. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Lions ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. That's taken in at the 42. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. They're going play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Finding Flowers. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Terrion Arnold in on the...
takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 16. Completed over the middle. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain that sets up 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Spears has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
It's 3rd and goal, back to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This is complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Brought in right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, ball at the 36. Give now to the running back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Complete. It's Weaver. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Completed to Hurst. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just a field goal separates these two. We're right back to Arlington after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Juke the defender. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. Back back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Spears trying this straight ahead. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up, and they can't.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. Setting up a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now a give to Spears. And they take him down right along the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, set.
A handoff to Spears. Plays brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Ready. Go.
It's a design boot. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT.
I know exactly what the quarterback will do. Let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 4. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stops at the 31-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing now, off play action. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. No one around. He's got space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Lions in possession. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That makes sense.
Lutz on to attempt the field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports half. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Fielded at the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Spears running behind center. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big... What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 now. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 41. Running it with Spears. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10 now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Back to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Let's go.
Wright's running out of the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Spears on the carry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Spears. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Hola.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw now. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Now looking to throw. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, left side for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Detroit. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions make it 17-all. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 14. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. This offense running out for a new series led by their running back. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, back who can show off his wheels.
And this is Spears. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Running behind center with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now Spears, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Back to throw it. He sends this one to the end zone. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're down to 1 quarter to play. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Here they come, this is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there. You need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline, turn things over. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This is taken in at the 13. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Viking 18.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Lions will go on offense. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 36. It's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary read, so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to push the envelope and get aggressive.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 46. That's Lamb running a slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Now a give to Spears. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a give for Wright. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Go on, A1.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now a run with Wright. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 28.
That's see.
And in for the Dallas touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get into what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun.
Get him!
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
What's going on?
A split second.
Good Morrow,
to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And he's short of the first after a wild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. From the red zone now. St. Brown there to bring it in. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Lions push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 16. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw it. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here he is to throw. That's the 1st down.
Yes!
And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Here he is to throw. Laporta with the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll try and throw it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd and 3 now. They are throwing it again. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. This is for the ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
All right, is important. All right, important. All right, important. All visor. All visor. Fast forward, whore. Let's do the money dance. The music. A villain's in this bitch.